Namaste, I'm Rajesh Khadka and I'm a fellow Chartered Certified Accountant. ACCA journey is quite a long story actually. I started off with Chartered Accountancy in India. I was doing Indian Chartered Accountancy and then partly practicing in public practice as part of articles of training in Nepal and then partly in India. So that's where my journey started in the profession of accounting through Indian Chartered Accountancy. And then another friend of mine came up with this idea that there's an opportunity in England where we could do ACCA. And my first question was, isn't it darn expensive to go to the UK to do ACCA? And his answer was, no, quite the opposite actually. All you just need to do is just muster about £150 for a course and then just arrange for examination fees and then the living cost, and that's it. So I was pretty thrilled to understand that, to know that. And then I started the journey to pursue ACCA back in 2001. And then I completed in 2004. And I'm glad that I completed ACCA course because it was from the beginning, very beginning, the word go, the ACCA qualification really gave me a broad horizon, perspective of a broad horizon. And then I could see and perceive a lot of opportunities right from the beginning actually. The coursework, the way the course was structured compared to the other professions that I was in, and I was quite enthralled and I was quite optimistic about avenues that would open up through qualifications as well. So ever since then, after the qualification, and I became a fellow as well. When I was pursuing the course, the values that were outlined, the values that were prominent to my career were integrity, commitment, and service. And these three values have always stayed together throughout my career. And I think it goes out to ACCA for really cultivating these three great pillars, the values that I live, breathe, and contribute to organization or any organization, corporate or non-corporate, that I'm affiliated to. And these values have been really integral part of my life. And with these values, I've been able to elaborate, expand the horizons of two extremes that ACCA also helps us to cultivate and grow. And these are technical and soft skills. And both the skills are quite important, quite significant part of our career, and my career specifically as well. The qualification itself is a starting point actually. It begins, it doesn't end with ACCA. It's a beginning point, it's an igniter. I see it as an igniter. It ignites the opportunities that opens up different avenues from one qualification, ACCA. But then that qualification opens up these avenues to different sectors that you would be interested, that you would be wanting to specialize in your future career. It could be banking, it could be finance, it could be regulatory, it could be insurance, it could be corporates, it could be non-profit, charity sectors. It could be any variety of organizations that you could be affiliated to, associated with, and yet you could contribute a great deal with all the qualifications that you'd gain, like certifications, a very short-term certification courses as well, that you could pursue after the ACCA qualification, because ACCA gives you that professional standing which teaches you those values that I discussed about, I shared about as well. And those values become so integral part of you that they'll contribute a great deal for all the careers that you grow, develop, and try to become who you are. The possibility is limitless, so I think, as I said, the qualification is just a good beginning and a good strong backup for you to grow in pursuing your future.